Hi F2Ps, it's Goodfellow from f2p.com, and today we are having a more detailed look at Skyforge. We've already done a first look at it, and I've been playing the game for a little while, so now, I don't know, maybe I'm a bit more of a pro. So we're going to show you some more of the features, a little bit more of the gameplay, so you guys can get to grips with it. And there's been a lot of kind of hype about the game, people kind of anticipating it, waiting for it to come out, and so we're in the closed beta and getting a hands-on look at the game. So I'm going to just play. I'm going to try and explain some of the more key features as we go, and we shall see how it goes. So currently we are in the, I think it's the Divine Tower. For those that don't know about the game, you're basically an immortal, and this is kind of where the gods hang out. And I think I'm starting to realize that they're more gods in the sense that they have powers and abilities beyond mortal men, but they're more kind of the watchers, you know, the kind of keepers of the planet. And so the people of the planet, they kind of call out for help, and you know, like prayers, and the gods answer it. So they send all us immortals to go down to the planet. So that's essentially what the kind of lore behind it is. And at the moment, I've got a quest to find out about some gravedigger guy. He's some bad guy that kind of appeared in the tutorial, and we're now going to kind of track him down. So these are kind of like some of the missions that we've done before. So we need to do threat to Alien. So that's what we're going to go with. So difficulty very easy, so it's probably not going to be much of a challenge, this one. But we'll see how it goes. It should means I don't have to concentrate too much. I should be able to explain stuff. So at the moment we are playing as, oh, what's the class called? A cryo something? I'll have a look in a moment. I can't remember. I've only been playing it for a little while. Okay, so we are currently a cryomancer. So I use ice attacks. Basically, he's an ice mage. You've also got the paladin, who is a defensive melee combatant, and then the lightbinder, who I don't know, I don't think he's so much a priest. I thought they'd be a priest, but I've not been able to heal myself, so I might be using it wrong. Now the good thing about the game is that from this menu here, even though we're kind of currently playing in a mission, I can change my class straight away. So which I kind of previously had to do in another mission where I was finding it too difficult to kind of beat this boss with the paladin, so I switched to my cryomancer and managed to take it out. So
I'm glad the immortals responded. You're going to help us, right? Our research group
Bumchin
dig site, studying Ailey's legacy. Have you heard of it? The energy source that's keeping this archipelago in the air can bring prosperity to Alien.
Okay, get to the point. Digging, and these bandits appear. The damage they dealt is tremendous, and I'm worried because I can't contact. Okay, well let's go to see what we can do. So straight away you can see this game looks amazing. it's ridiculous, but that's just kind of only part of it, really. I mean, it looks good, and I think that's why so many people are like, oh my god, look at this game, I can't wait to play it. It is pretty interesting as well. So if I open up my map, when you're in these kind of instance-based zones, I'm not being attacked, am I? No. You've got your different areas where you've got missions to pick up, and once you go into the purple area, it shows you kind of which of your missions are active. So one of the things I've got to do is download data from research probes. So this is a research probe. I go over, press space, boop. There you go. So that's 14% complete. So clearly there's going to be more in the area that I need to pick up. I'll get some combat in a second. That's miles away, so there's probably another there it is, research probe. I mean, this is the boring quest, so I'll not spend too much time on it. Oh, press F to receive my reward. That's another cool thing. You know, when I get my quest rewards, you pick them up straight away. So that's always good. So what else have we got? Download data from the glyphs. So I've got to get glyphs. Eliminate Toby in the outskirts of the ruins of enlightenment. What's Toby? These things, Toby? Sky Toby. Okay. So as a cryomancer, I get to cast my abilities, and with my left click, I've got like a quick attack, and you'll sometimes see a little thing pop up. E there, you see, press E. Once I've brought something to pretty low health, then I can kind of basically do a quick finishing move on it. It just kills it. So how many of those do I have to kill, do you think? Quite a few. Okay, so I've got quite a few abilities. I've managed to kind of keep unlocking them up, and that's a little bit more powerful, bit of an area attack. When you run over these things, you just hit spacebar and it picks kind of all the loot and stuff up. So you use spacebar for pretty much everything. And it is aimed, you know, you do have to kind of... that thing there, that's health. So when you kind of... when you're fighting stuff, typically the bosses, you kind of do enough damage and then they'll kick off a health orb that you can... Golem guard. Target is not hostile, okay. But it's going to be hostile when I try and do this though. Anyone born on Aeon has a chance to become immortal. Ooh. Okay. Okay, let's find some... Oh, what's going on? Okay, yeah, there we go. Now it's going for it. So I'll show you now. I can do a double tap in the same direction and I dash, like so I can dodge attacks and stuff. I can hit 4, one of my abilities, and I make an ice clone, so they start attacking the clone. I can do a charged attack. And I can keep moving as well. That's pretty cool. I don't just have to sit there and get smashed up. Booyah! So yeah, I can keep moving while I'm attacking. Boom, 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 boom. There you go, let's pick up some of this health. So I just have to run into this and I pick it up. Okay, so... I think they're okay now. Research probes, come pick this one up. So yeah, so you get lots of different missions in these instance-based areas. There's different types of areas. You've got a regional area, which is basically open. You'll have like you'll have multiple players in the same instance. You have... can't remember what it's called. It's got a specific name, but essentially it allows you to kind of play it with kind of up to 4 players, I think it is. And then you've got the group ones where you have to have at least 5 players to fight them. And then battle ones, I believe, which are world PvP. So you know, it's got a good little mix, and you get to choose which ones you do. At the moment, we're kind of on a bit of a linear quest story arc, so we're kind of just only able to do what is kind of available. So what have we got left to do? See, we can keep claiming rewards. You keep noticing. So sparks of balance. I'll show you what those mean in a moment. I'm pretty sure I'm not going to be able to get down there. I've got some invisible walls. Oh no, I've not. So I probably could jump down there and kill myself, but that's just a pain in the ass if I do that. So, introductions and activities. So I've got to get the data. So kill some more Toby, and then I think we're done. Appearances are deceptive. Where's that one? Okay. Collecting data. So yeah, so some of the maps are considerably, the instances and stuff and quests are considerably harder than others. One of the actually the previous mission to this that I played was I was fighting in a port, like an overrun port area, and the boss at the end, the quest was to kill like 2 bosses, and there was only one there, so I'm kind of fighting away, and then this cargo container opens up, and this other boss jumps out, and I couldn't fully be sure, but I'm pretty sure that the other one was making, the one that came out of the crate was making it harder to take out the one that I'd initially started fighting. So I'd have to kind of beat up I'd have to beat up the one that's kind of like healing and summoning and stuff like that, and then every so often it would, I'd kind of beat it up a little bit, and then it'd disappear back into this crate container, so I could carry on fighting the first boss, and then you had to keep doing that back and forth for a while. Now I was playing with the paladin, trying to do it in melee, and the main boss that I had to kill was actually a melee mob, so it was pretty hard to do. So I just switched over to my Cryomancer and managed to pretty much do it, the first time. So it's good. When you die in an instance, you kind of have little checkpoints. I don't think it actively tells you where these checkpoints are, but it doesn't make you basically start at the beginning of the game again, which is good. Okay, so if hit M, we can see where our next quest is. So we've got quests over there. We've got some more ancient golems, and it tells you what your rewards are going to be. So the gems, we've got green gems, we get red, orange gems, and blue gems. And the gems are for your skills. And I'll find a safe place. So you can see at the bottom of the screen where you've got the K that's kind of lit up. That means I can get some more skills and stuff. So it's kind of like a talent tree. You get nodes and you activate them, but you need different coloured crystals to activate them. So for this one, I need 50 orange crystals. I've got 105 at the moment, so that's pretty good. And that increases my base damage. Now I have to kind of use these for each class, so you can kind of make one class really good, and at the expense of not leveling up your other classes. So when you come to a situation like I did with the port battle, if I'd only been leveling my Paladin and I hadn't been leveling my Cryomancer, then I probably wouldn't have had the option to switch to my Cryomancer because I'd be too underpowered. I wouldn't have the skills that I need. So what's this one? I'm going to get any more abilities. Okay, so we can unlock that one as well. We've got, so we need 50 green, and that'll give us some extra stamina, and we've only got 44 at the moment. So I think the blue ones, okay, so it tells you kind of like what abilities you're going to get. Now, one of my major annoyances with this is that you've got this system, but it is pretty much a linear line. You have to go to this one, to this one. So it's very, very railroady advancement. Whether these open up into other things at some other point, I don't know. So I'll kind of hold too much judgment. Kind of further down the line, you get some different options here. You might go into this one as opposed to just carrying on. Picking up extra ones here and there. I think there's a part, where you can kind of determine which way round you want to go. You might want to focus going this way round, crossing over here. So, kind of towards the end of the map, the end of the Ascension Atlas, it gets a little bit more customized. But at the beginning, extremely, extremely linear, which it's not the end of the world, but I'd prefer like more customization and choice from the beginning. Okay, so we're going to go up here and over to the right. And one of the good things about the game that I like is that everything is pretty much accessible from your normal menus. Okay, if you want to check mail or sell stuff, you don't have to go and find the vendor to do it. You just you're yellow. Okay, I'm not trespassing. But I think I'm going to have to trespass, so. Eliminate golems in labyrinth. Okay, so I've got to do it anyway. So yeah, not really any problems taking that guy out. That was 10%, so I guess I'm going to have to fight 10 of these things, hey? Okay. Yeah, so, changing your classes, equipping gear, all that good stuff. There's going to be a couple here now, okay. It's not going to be too much of a problem. So you can see like he lit up there, so they kind of do special moves and stuff. So, you've got to make sure you move out of the way. easy enough. I think I'm definitely feeling the ranged class. I think melee, especially with a paladin. I mean, it might be good for the group stuff, but not really my bag, I don't think. So yeah, so you can see by holding down my right mouse click, I can do a charge attack, or I can just kind of keep hitting it and it'll do a quick attack. Yeah. And these things are pretty easy because they're damn slow. Ah! They spawned pretty quickly behind my back. Okay. And if I hit F, then I stay locked on one of them. I only just learned this actually. It's in one of the the tooltip things, which is pretty handy, you know, so that you don't get too confused. But it's not really much of a problem. We're kind of owning this guy. Cool. So I'm going to head through this gateway, because there's something over here. I've got to go, what is that? Search in ruins, okay. I'm going to try and bypass them a little bit. Now they're going to come alive. Ah! Okay. I think I'll just leave them there for now. At least we've cleared these guys out. Searching for missing people. So again... Ah! Ah! Oh, careful now. Okay. Now it's gonna get interesting. One of the things I will say that I like about this game, oh, yeah, it is actually quite challenging from time to time. Oh. Woohoo! You want some of this sucker, huh? So I can dash around them. And yeah, even from like the opening tutorial game, it was kind of considerably challenging than you normally get from tutorials. And seeing as though this is solo content that's marked down as being very easy, you can kind of see what I mean. I'm gonna get over here and get this health. Ooh! Boom. You're down, sucker. There we go. Whew. That was pretty cool. Enjoyed that. Cause that's always my biggest gripe. If you watch our other videos, then one of my biggest issues is always that the game, the early content is so easy. Like nobody's ever played an MMORPG before. And fair enough, you know, I accept that not everybody has, but it's so common these days that, you know, it's not like there's only a handful of MMORPGs and people have never heard of them. It's like, no, we're all pretty familiar with how the concept works, so just make something that's interesting and cool. Okay, so press F. Let's get my sparks. Okay, I've got to download data from the glyph at the destroy altar. Okay, so I'll go down here and then to the right. So you're getting a good idea of just how the levels play out, and it's pretty good. Combat's interesting, and you know what? I'm gonna give you guys. I'm gonna just get clear of here, and I'll show you one of the other classes. I'll show you the paladin. I'm not massively fond of the whole. That is a gunner. Now I can't choose to be a gunner. I think they might be for like founders pack people, and there's also a berserker character as well. But yeah, they look. That's pretty awesome. Okay, so I'm gonna choose to go with the paladin, and then just change class. Boom. There we go. So I still look the same. I've just got different abilities. See if I can level up and pick up some new stuff, maybe. No, because I need 20. And okay, so I've hardly got any abilities for this guy. But given that we're playing a very easy instance, I'm not too worried about it. Boom! Have some of this stuff. Boom! Hits a shield up. Crunch, crunch, crunch. So with this guy, I can kind of just do combos by hitting my left mouse button a couple of times. Every so often I can hit my right, wah, whoosh, obliterate him into nothing. I can hit my right mouse button, and that's when you see that lightning come flying down. Sometimes quite hard to trigger, I have noticed, but it is what it is. So let's see. So we've got some raiders. That gunner's taking that raider out. I'm gonna come and speak to this person. Okay, excellent. You've activated the first uplink terminal. Whenever you need to use it, open the map M and click the uplink terminal icon. Okay, that's squad. I think that's where it has to be a group mission. I think you can complete, or is squad like when it's under? I don't know. I can't remember. Right, well, that's no use for me at the moment. So, oh man, look at this dude, just taking them all out. You rock. Okay, so I want to try and find a boss or something, yeah? Threat to Elon. Okay, so let's head over here, because that's pretty kind of crowded at the moment. So we're going to go up here, download data from Drift, Sunny Plateau. And this guy can charge, and it does like a whirlwind attack, which is pretty cool. So it can take, obviously, a lot more damage with melee, but his it does take longer to kill stuff, I think. And you can see when I'm like doing the attacks with my left and mouse button, you can see at the bottom where it kind of changes the icon, saying, oh, if you press this button now, you'll do your attack. So these skates, these are part of the thing. I don't want to kill skates. I want to find something with a little bit more oomph about it. Seems like we're coming up pretty late on the in the video now. So, but yeah, I mean, just everything. The amount of detail that's going into this game, the level design is just fantastic. So I absolutely cannot fault it. And I mean, you kind of look at, oh man, I really hope that I end up going up there. That's kind of how I'm feeling about it all. Iron Curtain. Okay, let's see what this is down here. Iron Curtain. How the devil do I get down there? Okay, so I have to go... wow, okay, so I have to kind of go all the way around to get to that. Oh, bum. Okay, so it's probably going to take a long time to actually get to that point. So I don't think you guys are going to actually get to see the end of this instance. So whilst it's easy, it's actually pretty long, but still pretty fun. So there you go. like I said, it's just you know, it's an interesting concept. The way stuff works. You've got your equipment, so you can level up your character, and like with these weapon upgrades, so you've got your ritual ornament, your weapon upgrade, and your additional upgrade. So I can click these and I upgrade them to. I've not got enough stones at the moment, so I can't do anything with that one. Yeah, you need these enhancement stones. However, let's have a look. If I've got some gear. Crystal. Oh, can I disassemble that? And that should give me some of these. Okay. So the problem I had is that I made these enhancement stones when I still need the early rank 1 enhancement stones. That was my faux pas. Okay, so let's go with the Ring of Luck. So I've got a better version of that. Yeah, I want to disassemble it. Give me some thingies. So you can see I'm getting rank 1 enhancement stone, and then there we go. So I've got 6 now, so I can go to my equipment, I can click that, and I can upgrade it. Huzzah! So that is now a rank 1 thing. I don't know what that is. Reset cooldown means nothing to me. So that will kind of give me extra abilities. So that's just kind of your passive stuff. And when this is actually your gear slot that you put things into, and each character has their own gear and stuff. But your core stuff is equipped to your person, whereas these things are just equipped to the class. So again, it just kind of emphasizes kind of accessibility to the game. You know, even just your style room, you just do it from your menu. Look at that. That's just a normal Joe Blogs that can have. You can wear some really seemingly out of theme clothing, but I presume they must be in theme at some point. That just seems very, very kind of current and modern. So yeah, that's kind of I don't know, overall progress. You've got your abilities for each class. You know, you've got lots of stuff here. You've got your market, so you don't have to go into, like I said, a vendor or anything like that to get rid of your junk. So, all good stuff. Still, I mean, this is. I actually can't tell what level I am. I don't think I'm particularly high, but obviously, there's still like a lot of features to go, and I'm still unlocking them all the time. So, definitely an interesting game. Definitely, I'd say, I'm going to kind of put it out there from just playing this kind of opening tutorial. Probably the best MMORPG I've played in a long time, and I you know, obviously I kind of have to play quite a lot of them. So far, it's got everything. It's got interesting and fast combat. It's got challenge to it. I mean, you know, don't get me wrong. It's not kind of overwhelming to the point where, you know, oh, it's so difficult. But even on my 3rd mission, I was struggling to beat the boss, and I kind of had to change up my tactics, and that's the kind of thing you want from a game. You know, I'm sick of these dumbed down MMORPGs where it's the same thing we've seen over and over and over. So look beyond the graphics, because the graphics are amazing, but that is not only what this game is about. Thank you guys for watching. Actually, I am going to check to see if I can jump off here in a moment. Thank you guys for watching. I have been Goodfellow, as ever. This has been Skyforge. You have been you, and hopefully we shall see you in the next video. Oh my god, how long am I going to fall for? That's how long. Okay, bye bye.